Venus will be in the sign of Gemini from May 24th, 2016 until June 17th, 2016. What does this mean for us as a collective? Well, first of all, what does Venus represent? She represents not only love and relationships, but she also represents how we enjoy ourselves, how we enjoy life and the human experience. What triggers our five senses and what makes us feel good based on our five senses, what we see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. And the sign of Gemini is fun, flirty, youthful. So when these two energies come together and sprinkles it all over us as a collective, what does that mean? Well, enjoying ourselves in a very Gemini-like way. First of all, Gemini gets bored easily. Gemini is a very youthful sign. And it likes to bounce around to different places, doing different things and meeting different people. So this is the way that we may be wanting to enjoy ourselves. Like going to a sports bar. Geminis love sports, generally speaking, okay? Geminis love sports because it has to do with ever-changing numbers and stats and movement. And Gemini appreciates that because they get bored easily. So they're like, on to the next thing, on to the next thing, okay? And sports moves like that. So watching sports, going to sports games, going to the sports bar. Geminis love comic books, comics, things like that, things that are entertaining like that. So I don't know if any of those like Comic-Con type of events go on during this season, but if they do, great time to enjoy them even more while Venus is in Gemini. Going to places like go-kart racing, okay, or those places where you can jump up and down and bounce on like giant trampolines, and going to play mini golf. Those are all very Gemini-like things to enjoy because it's very youthful. As far as fashion is concerned, you know, dressing in a more youthful way. I mean, I'm not a Gemini, but I'm a very youthful person based on other energies in my chart. But I mean, as you can see, I have a character, you know, a video game character shirt on, Sonic the Hedgehog, which I love. I love that video game. I love video games. Gemini is all about using the hands and playing games, playing cards, any game that's like using the hands, okay? And yeah, but dressing, like wearing youthful t-shirts that have characters and stuff on them, or I know this wearing chokers is a very youthful thing right now, even though it was popular in the 70s, and then when I was growing up in the 90s it was a thing, and now it's coming back again. So, you know, dressing in a very youthful manner. Colors that are very fresh and new and exciting and youthful, like maybe some yellows or greens or bright colors like neons and things like that. Neon I would associate a little bit more with Aquarius, but bright and fresh and new colors, you know, you could be rocking and sporting those right now. Also, as far as fashion goes, when Venus is in Gemini, Venus and Gemini, just generally speaking about Gemini, they are a sign that likes to keep going and keep things moving and fresh. So they don't really hang on to long hair as much as some other signs may, like Taurus or Leo or Sagittarius, for example. So they can cut off their hair like nothing and rock a short do, and maybe shave off their hair and be like, you know what, honey, I am starting all over again. I'm going to grow my hair shorter and dye it hot pink, and then a few weeks later I'm going to dye it blonde, and then a few weeks later I'm going to rock a wig, and then you know what, now I decided to grow it out a little longer but have short bangs. I mean, Gemini likes variety with their hair, and they just like to keep it moving, keep it fresh. So I don't know, a lot of Venusian people, Venus ruled people, they might decide to just do a little chop on their hair. I'm a Venus ruled Taurus. There's no way I'm cutting my hair. I hang on to this stuff, boy. I really do. Getting a shorter haircut for females might be something that you try at this time. Also, having a fresher, more youthful look with your makeup. Not as heavy, maybe some colors that are just a little bit more brighter. Maybe just some like lip gloss with some flirty long lashes, and you know, some highlighter to bring out and accentuate the youthful glow in your face. That might be more of a style to appreciate when Venus is in Gemini as far as makeup. Although the highlighter trend is like on fire right now, you know, with being all highlighted and everything. But when Venus is in Gemini, it may be a little more popular, and people might try it a little bit more because of the youthful glow that it brings. Venus also rules relationships and love and partnerships. With it being in Gemini, Gemini loves variety. So if you are single while Venus is in Gemini, this is the time to experiment with dating different kinds of people, like a blonde one day, a brunette another day, somebody with an afro the next day, somebody that has no hair the next day. You know, Geminis, they like that type of variety. Different races, different colors, different hair types, different styles. Maybe you want to date like a skater one day and then a, you know, corporate person the next day, you know, and a bad boy or bad girl, you know, the next day. So having a little bit of variety with dating, if you're single, it's great. Maybe not going on dates with different people per se, but enjoying like different dates in different places, different scenery, you know, chatting it up with different people, going to a bar, and just having conversations with random strangers, because Gemini is a sign that is ruled by Mercury, a planet that moves very fast and just likes to talk and talk and talk. That small talk, honey, they can talk it, okay? So enjoying small talk, we may be doing a little bit more this time. If you're in a partnered relationship, Venus in Gemini is very flirty, so don't get yourself in trouble, boo-boo, okay? Don't be out there flirting if you are partnered up. But this is the time to be more flirty with your significant other and try some new things with them. Go do some very youthful, bouncy things with your significant other, like go to those fun places, like I mentioned, like jump zone, or to play basketball, or just do something fresh, new, fun, exciting you guys have never done before. Well, that was it. Like I said, Gemini is a very quick moving sign. They like to keep it moving. So I will see you guys next month in June when Venus goes into Cancer. Oh, Cancer. All right. Have a great month, guys. Mwah.